Hey y'all, it's Crystal from Triple C Creations Crafting, and we're going to deconstruct this 6x6 paper pad of My Bright Life by Jen Hadford. And I'm going to go through the next part. I'm going to do just a little bit of it and speed it up. I'm just going to be cutting off the top, and I save a lot of my strips at the top, but some of them I don't. So you can judge me if you want to. So as I do this, I make two cuts. I do one cut above and one cut below where it's perforated, and that way I don't have like a little piece that I'm trying to cut off, and I just do two, and I have very little waste. The only thing I threw away here really was the strips that were part of cut apart sentiments, and I can't use those. So I'm just cutting these 6x6s down to A2 size card fronts, so 5 1/4 by 4. A couple of them, the paper, looking at the directions, I rotated them before I cut them. There was 36 original in this paper pad, 36 pages, but I only had 27 at this point because I had taken out all the cut aparts previously and maybe a couple other pages. I also decided as I was cutting these, I took out the green ones to make some leaves for, it's really pretty shaded green to do embellishments with. So I have 25 card fronts, and then I have some scraps to work with. So I've got my card fronts, I have my 2 by 5 1/2, and I have 3/4 by 6. Okay, so I have got everything chopped up, and let's see what I've got left from this paper pad. So I used, if you remember, I started out with 27 pieces out of this 36 pack. These were, I don't want to say solids, but these were pattern cardstocks because I'd already taken out the cut aparts. Took out the green, and I've cut all of those into leaves. I got 25 card fronts here. Got a stack of leaves. I pulled out the pink and the blue and the white and the gold, and I cut out some flowers. Using the little bitty pieces in between all those die cuts. So here's my scraps. I punched out some hearts and some stars. I did some borders. This is a die that I got from Crafter's Companion. And then I have some Martha Stewart punches that I got at the thrift store. So I punched out some of those. I did some arrows. I thought some arrows would be cute. I started to do some tickets, and then I decided I really didn't like the tickets that much. So I've got a couple of tickets. Got just some like rectangle squares shapes that were left over from other punches that I rounded the corners on. And I did a jar, and I colored in the top of it with a metallic marker. So I've got these strips left that are 2 by 5 1/2, and really what you could do is you could actually take 2 of these. So you could take 2 of these and make a card front. So I can match up some of those like that, maybe with these stripes. Definitely see that happening. Card fronts. Then I do have these that are 3/4 by, I believe, 6. That would make good like bands, or not like a ribbon, not kind of in place of ribbon, but look at that, something like that. Put your embellishment on it. So I've got a bunch of those, and then I've got my little strips that I cut off where they were connected to the pad. I call them selvage. I think I said what I said earlier. That's what you call it on fabric. I don't know why I called it on that for paper, but these would make little flags. These would make flags too. So I've got all these, and I'm going to put everything into a bag, like a quart freezer bag. You've seen me do that. And I want to get me some A2 card fronts, and this will be a kit that I can go in the living room and I can sit and I can craft, or I can take it on the road. I do have all my cut aparts. I also actually had a paper pad that was just cut aparts. And so I did go through those and pull out ones that I thought would match. And then I've got some washi tape in here that did not come with it. It is not the same paper pad or anything, but it's some I had that I thought would match. So again, I don't buy things. I had nothing else that actually like matched this. I had the paper pad, and that's it. So everything else is things I've made. I'm making my embellishments or my ephemera. So I'm going to pack this up, and after I've made a few cards, I may make another video. So look for that. Hope you enjoyed this. And here it is, all packed up and ready to travel with. Make sure if you've not hit that like button and subscribe, please do so. See ya.